Hello everybody, welcome to Simplified in 5. Today we are going to talk about timed mutex in C++11. So let's first see what is a timed mutex. It's basically a synchronization primitive just like mutex, but in addition it provides important methods to attempt thread locking for a specific time period. We will be seeing these methods in detail. So before that, first see what are the methods it provides in general. So every time mutex has methods to lock, unlock, and try lock. To lock and so lock actually does what lock actually does is it just locks the mutex and blocks the mutex, blocks the execution if mutex is not available or locked by some other thread. Similarly, unlock will unlock the timed mutex. Try lock will try to lock the mutex and it won't block execution if the mutex is not available. But the other important methods are like try lock for and try lock until. So what try lock for does is it basically tries to lock the mutex for specified time duration, whereas try lock until tries to lock the mutex until specified point in time is reached. So let's see try lock for method in detail. So what it does is it basically accepts std chrono duration as an argument. This is actually another template class added since C++11 and it represents a time interval. So the method trylock for on timed mutex tries to lock the mutex until the specified duration is elapsed and the execution is blocked until then. If the lock is acquired before the specified time duration, then it returns true, otherwise false. So if the specified duration is less or equal to the 0, like std chrono duration 0, then method behaves like similar to try lock. So it just returns false if the lock is not acquired. Now let's see how try lock until method works. So this method also accepts a new template class added since C++11. So the template class is called as std chrono time point, and it basically represents a point in time. And the method tries to lock the mutex until that point is reached, and execution is blocked until then. If the lock is acquired before the time is reached, or if before the specified point specified timing point is reached, then it returns true, otherwise false. The if the specified time point is already passed, then methods behave like try lock. So the duration for this method tries to lock the thread or try to lock the mutex is actually distance between now as well as the specified point in time. Now let's see when you should be using timed mutex. So basically, if a client must be doing something every X seconds, then you should, and if you're in a critical section, then you should try to get access to the critical section using timed mutex between specified time intervals and trigger events in case of failure. Similarly, if you want to do an operation which is valid only for a certain time, and if you want to trigger error messages if the specified time or that important time important point in time is elapsed, then you should be using time mutex. So as an example, let's say you're writing a code in which one thread you have allocated which will make the midnight alarm sound at exactly 00 o'clock, 0 o'clock, and if that point in time is elapsed, then the thread would be useless and its task wouldn't be having a specific meaning. So in such cases you should be triggering error. So these are the important things you should be knowing about timed mutex. So we saw when we should be using timed mutex, we saw in detail discussion, or we had some important things to note about dialog until and dialog for methods. We saw some regular methods that are there for time mutex, and we saw what is a time mutex. So these are the important things you should be knowing about time mutex in C++11. So thanks for watching and hope this helps.